let's go. Shh. Get your bag. You got your bag. Come on, let's go. He's asleep. Let's go, cheering. Get up. Come on, let's go, boy. Boy, grab the baby. Come on, let's go. Bo, get up. We finna run today. Bo, come on, we finna run today. Get up. Get your bag back. Let's go. Come on, let's go, y'all. We gotta hurry up and get to Alabama. Come on, hurry up. Let's go. Don't make no noise. Just get your stuff. Don't put your shoes on yet. Let's just sneak out. Come on, let's go, boys. Boy, tie the baby to yourself and give me the bag. Let's go. Good morning. My name is Vertina Godwin, aka Lady Scudderfield. What you've been witnessing here on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok is my live action memoirs, A Day in the Life of a Butterfly. Well, 15 years ago, I was a part of a movement to go into the neighborhoods. It was called the Project Mentality. And the goal was to go over. I had a man mentoring me by the name of Heron Edwards. Oh, he used to be the editor of the Tri-State Defender. Oh, Bishop Cussin Augustus, cuss a lot, was training me for media and ministry. Oh, I had people training me for music because I was a multifaceted girl. Ain't no was, I still am. Whatever I am all that I am, and I still am. Ain't no was. And so I got over there in Pohoria, and calamity ensued. Oh, did calamity ensue? And I sued, and calamity couldn't even get no remuneration. That means a big word for paid back children. Oh, the calamity that ensued. Lord, have mercy. And he did, Lord. The Lord had to have mercy because nobody else did. Oh, it was just the Lord. And I know the Lord. Oh, I know the Lord will make a way. Oh, yes, he will. Oh, children, gather around. Get your little breakfast snacks. We're going to run it back and start the intro of how all of this started. Welcome to A Day in the Life of a Butterfly, audiobook by Lady Scudderfield. The reason why this is an audiobook and such a boisterous presentation all across all social media platforms, I tell you, is because it was found out. Oh, we fucked around and found out the hard way, the hardest way imaginable. Niggas can't read. Niggas can't read? Good, what is you talking about? Child, the niggas can't read. What you mean they can't read? Didn't they go yarn to school? Yes, they went yarn to school, but the school didn't give a damn about them reading either. So most average niggas in Memphis, Tennessee, they can't read past the 3rd to 5th grade level. Child, I do declare. Will I say? Will I never? So how do they make it through life if they cannot read? Hey, War Demon, how do they make it through life if they can't read? Just barely. But you know, they always have enablers. Where you find a deficient person in niggerdom, you gonna find somebody ass kissing and doing their bidding for them. Oh, children, calamity, shenanigan. I tell you what. What you gonna tell me? Child, not only can they not read, they can't do nothing else. They ain't got no skills. They don't know how to do nothing. You can't even teach them anything. Well, you know, you teach puppies. You can't teach a grown dog nothing. That's why they say you train up a child. A man is too far gone. Child, gone on. Gone on, K ass on now. Gone on now. Now, ain't got time for that shit today. They never have time. Oh, but when they get their ass in a penitentiary, they expect for you to stop what you're doing and just do everything. I know, sir, this is not the penitentiary switchboard. I can't make no more calls for you. I got to go. Didn't nobody tell you to get your stupid ass in there now. If you had to listen to Mr. Willie told you, don't carry your ass around yon, fucking around with them white folks shit, or they gonna carry your ass around yon and fuck your ass off in the penitentiary. And I had to use my own context clues. I said, now, wait a minute, Mr. Willie. And I had to think. Oh, I went to thunking, chillin'. I said, wait a minute. I didn't put the comma in the right place. Listen to Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie said, they going to carry you, fuck your ass around yon in the penitentiary. You better stop before you get fucked in the ass around yon in the penitentiary. They going to carry your ass around yon and fuck you in the penitentiary. Back in yon, they used to carry around there and fuck them in the penitentiary. But they don't fuck them in the penitentiary no more, cheering. they friends with them. I keep telling people when they see something and they say, "Oh, don't drop the soap." I said, "They ain't gonna do nothing but bend over and pick it up. Ain't nothing gonna happen to them. Ain't nobody got no butt fucking mafia over in the jailhouse. They friends with them niggas on the street. They be their cousins, their homeboys, they gang members. They ain't gonna do nothing to them niggas but give them a noodle and tell them, I mind you up in this joint with me too." That's all they gonna do. Stop believing general public that there's a fuck you in the butt mafia waiting to exact penalty and punishment upon the pervs. It never happens. They embrace deviancy. And that herein is the problem. During my casual observations, during my social experiment and the experiment of others who have gone on young, now rest in love to all of the elders and the mentors, we notice the prevalence of the black community not having a willingness for change. Now they'll ask you to borrow some change. They'll stand outside the store all day long and say, "Hey man, let me get some. You got ass change?" No, I don't even carry cash. I got the cash shop. I said, "Well, goddamn, you ain't got nowhere to stay, and you certainly ain't got no manners, but you got cash shop." My God, today. Oh, everywhere you look is desolation. And you would think that something deep down inside their souls would say, "Pick that paper up. You live here, goddammit. Don't throw that down there. Pick that shit up now, damn it. You know the garbage man may or may not come. Why would you throw that paper down there? What are you doing with that cigar shake? Why would you throw that on the ground? Quita, you don't feed your children on the floor like a dog. Do you know the stuff to be on the bottom of people's shoes to be up in your house? Why you doing your children like that? I bet you that's that another. Okay, I don't argue. Miss Sally, why you letting your grandson sell dope at the house? What is wrong with you, mother? You're supposed to be an elder. You're supposed to be the voice of reason. I need some help with my light bill. And that's that and the other, ma'am. This ain't the way. Because when John Aquarius gets arrested or worse, then what's gonna happen to your light bill then, Miss Tacky ass glam mammy? Have you considered have you considered that servant hoe? Because Job had some patience. He waited on the Lord. You don't send your grandson out here and put his life in danger just to get you a couple of dollars, Miss Ethel. What's wrong with ya? I'm just doing the best I could. That's not your best, ma'am. That's the worst that you could have possibly thunk up. That's the worst that you could have imagined. Because now the John Aquarius is laying here and he didn't went for you. It wasn't his time, Miss Ethel, Miss Bessie. It was not his time. It could perhaps have been yours, but because of your misguided bad decisions, you now have to bury your grandson. That's not the natural law of order. You sit here and you watch Law and Order all day long, and you let your grandchildren just keep up shit through the neighborhood. Why do you do that, Miss So-and-so? And then you want to complain about the violence. You don't think that the source of the violence is your household and your friend down yon? Why would you let your grandson sit here and sell crack out of your house, Miss Bessie Sulu? I don't know, child. You just a old ignorant ass bitch, and that's how come you got some young ignorant ass chillin'. There is no structure. All the elders are even ignorant up to a certain point. And so because I likes to do some deep diving and deeper research, I said, now wait a minute now. Let me put one and one together and come up with seven some kind of way. And this is what I came up with. The United States of America, especially in niggerdom, is dealing with the effects of the war on drugs and poverty. Because the generation before me was the generation that smoked crack. Those are the generation that had dominion over the children, and now they're the glam mammies and daddies. And they had no structure. They still addled. There were studies that were given that says that. And it wasn't a study that I did on crack. It was a study that we did on microplastics. If microplastics and other environmental toxins can stay in your ears and infuse itself into your cells, then that means that applies to every chemical, everything that you intake into your body. I said, let me find out there. And they said, Ah, the Agent Orange and the mesothelioma to get in the cells of the sperm and the ovaries and it'll get down into the grandchildren and everybody got to get paid. I said them crack particles is the same way then. Because it was making it crack in plastic baby balls and putting it in the microwave and irradiating it, thereby making it weaker in cell strength but stronger in power. A mutant motherfucking molecule of crack rocks in your body. That's why people that smoke crack, they're erratic. They'll do something to children. Most children, if you ask them, most folks that you say have been molested and abused, there was a crackhead in the midst, baby. And we didn't have to call Judge Mathis to verify it, even though he knows a crackhead when he sees one. Shout out to you, Mr. Greg. Oh, he knows a crackhead when he sees one, and he taught me how to pick them out. He'll say, you see that over yon? I said, uh-huh. He said, that yon is a crackhead, girl. I said, how you know, Judge Mathis? He said, just pay attention and you'll find some common themes throughout all of crackdom. And then you'll know what you're looking at. I said, what's the common themes? He said, loud and obnoxious everywhere they go. I said, Memphis niggas? He said, for sure. I said, what else? What is the other crackhead trait? He said, their houses have a funny smell like bacon grease or something all the time. That's that crack residue mixed in with the fried stuff in the air, you know. And they got little back tones of musk on them. Oh, but you'll know a tree by the fruit it bears. You'll know a crackhead when you see one, gal. I said, yes, Your Honor. He said, I ain't honored. I ain't honored worth a damn. Child, this shit it just made me it make my stomach hurt like the little cherry. I said, I know that's right. He said, well, carry your ass on, Cardi B, and see what else you come up with and report back to the courts, damn it. I'm trying to tell you, I gave it all I had. Time to turn the mantle over to another well-meaning fighter for justice, another activist. But I tell you what, you better cry loud and spare not, cuss a little bit if you want to, but pray. Ooh, little gal, pray incessantly. That's all you going to be able to do. Pray for them and pray for you. And always keep the least of these in mind. For the least of these are the victims of circumstance. The least of these didn't deserve any of this. All of it was just manufactured by design. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing with all of it. I said, you reckon the objective is? He said, exactly what the fuck you thinking. If you thunk it, where's Dick Gregory? Where's Dick Gregory? Somebody go over there and get Dick Gregory and come in here and tell this girl some sense, cause she know, but she act like she crazy. What going on, Dick? Shit, you got it. Tell that girl what's up. If we said hand thunk it, then you better believe that somebody else done thought it before, cause ain't nothing new under the sun, little girl. Everything old is new again, but everything that's new has to be new and improved. I mean, they come back with 33% more free niggering. Because these niggas now, they's niggas, but they got them damn fucking pieces of paper and they think they somebody. Ain't nobody they else. They just a bunch of niggas, miseducated, misguided ones. How the hell you a expert and doctor on some shit? If you was an expert and you know what you was doing, the white folks would have gave you a scholarship to come around young to this school. But instead, they put your ass over there in that nigga school and got your ass in debt for the rest of your lives. I'll tell you what, at them some shown up some geniuses. How the hell you a genius and wasn't smart enough to get another motherfucker to pay for your education? And then running around behind asses. That's where the doo-doo at, boy. That's where the trash is. But you say you's a scholar. You ain't a scholar of nothing. You's a master and a scholar of ignorance. They need to put D-I-I, D-I-E behind your damn name because your ass gonna be dead and the doctor help them and the education you got don't amount to shit, goddammit. You're just a ignorant ass nigga with a fancy house and you rented that motherfucker and your car note upside down, whatever the hell that means. But now you ain't nothing but a nigga. You gonna be a nigga and now you a nigga that owe the government $500,000 or more plus the interest and you gonna give them their money till you die. Oh, that's a slave to me. A fancy slave. And I ain't no slave to nobody. I ain't no slave to the system. I ain't no slave to another man. And I definitely ain't no slave to the doings and goings of the under yonder diddling. Donnie, you don't do, what in the hell wrong with you, sir? That's your wife, ain't that your wife? And she don't know how to suck no dick. She ain't supposed to. That's for hoes. Well, how the hell you gonna prostitute your wife, motherfucker? Is something wrong with you? Is you retarded? like the chief said, is you a taint retarded. Sir, get your ass in this fucking jail cell and you gonna stay there for 6 months. I want you to sit in there and think about what you've done. But yeah, Honor, my wife. Your wife, yeah, clearly you didn't give a damn about your wife. Sir, I sentenced you to 6 months in jail, in the Clayton County Jail. And I wish I could sentence you longer. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. But there was no shame. There's never any shame. Niggas ain't shame worth a damn, Miss Early said. As a child, that you would think that somebody would have some sort of something. You expect niggas to have some compunction. Niggas ain't got nothing but the damn nerve, gal, the damn nerve to walk around here like they really somebody, like they really got something. Every time you look up, it's a nigga nitpicking, fucking with something. It could be something sitting over yon, and it could be perfect, and a nigga gonna look upon it and try to find the flaws in it. Well, I never. What you never in Miss Old White Auntie, child, back in my day. I don't know how all of this got started. I don't know what's wrong with them. Niggas used to be dignified. I said used to was a rooster till they cut his goddamn legs off, fried the nigga, put some gravy on him, put too much salt on him, a little pinch of paprika and a little bit of cayenne, put his ass in the goddamn pot, and then made 4 different side dishes that could have made just one. Ain't no vegetables, ain't no shit, and everything is covered in sugar and salt and cheesy, greasy motherfucking diabetes causing nonsense. But they say you don't season your food, Miss White Woman, and you don't wash your legs. I don't give a fuck what they say. They also said, can I get an extension on my bill and can I have a bicycle for my children? I ain't the motherfucker got to get out begging, borrowing, scraping, and I bet you ain't now they done came when I got to go ask the government to feed me and accept no charity. I tell you that much. I don't give a fuck what niggas think, Miss Newspaper Lady. I said, and neither do I. I'm just here doing the goddamn surveys for the social experiment with niggas. Ma'am, I don't pony to niggas neither. I just look like them motherfuckers. I'm half Hollahoogie and half gas station, goddammit. My grandmama said, oh my goodness, she's going to be labeled as a nigger. I can't believe we come here because the caste system over there was just acting crazy. And now we get here to America and now we have to be niggers. Oh, calamity. Oh, it's him like I show. Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, mi Dios. Oh, se me like I show in the mi Dios. And I'm going to go she con. Oh, Jesus, so I can go to your con. Oh, Grandma, what in the hell is you talking about? What is you talking about, China Boy? Again, nothing. It's just the prayer to the gods to save us all. Are you prepared? Are you ready? Do you have your things for school laid out? Oh my goodness, my God, me Dios, oh, they tell me like I should make what's going to get kind. Oh, Lord, have mercy on us all. Oh my goodness, niggas will fuck around and they will fuck around, and as soon as they find out they done fucked up, there is never an accountability because niggas normally can't count. 1 plus 1 will fuck around and equal 7. You can write some shit in cursive and fuck over a nigga because they cannot read script. So you know they cannot read cursive writing. They can barely write their own names. Oh, the calamity that I saw. Calamity and shenanigans. Oh, at every turn, at every corner, in front of every store and on every porch and project parking lot. Oh, calamity. Oh, it was just calamity. Oh, it was just so heartbreaking. But what was also heartbreaking was that the victims of said calamity, they had no compunction. They had no desire to free themselves. They had no desire to pull themselves up out the gutters and the trenches that they claimed so very much. I would not dare claim a trench or a trap. Do you know what a trench and a trap is, goddammit? A trench is where the shitty water runs after the storm. A trench is where the soldiers hide when the bullets is flying and they might even shit in the motherfucker. Oh, a trap is a thing that you use to catch a wild animal. And it kills it unless you had enough forethought to say, you know, I'm going to make a humane trap. I'm going to make it a no-kill. But other than that, a trap is something meant to catch an animal and wound it just enough so you can come and get it. And you live where? Where do you live? The words of your mouth and will manifest itself. And the Bible says that the words of your mouth will confess the desires of your heart. You want to live down there in that gutter. You want to live down there in the trenches. Ma'am, you want to be a trap queen. Ain't no such thing as a queen of a trap, you ignorant ass gal. You either the queen of the dominion over the whole kingdom, which includes the peasants, but there is no queen of no fucking trap. What is wrong with you women? And what's wrong with you niggas? How come a hoe ain't good enough for you until you're dressing your daughter like one? A hoe ain't good enough for you, but your mammy's ass is out on Facebook. Oh, hoes is the problem, but every hoe I know is thoughtful and thoroughly accommodated, and her pussy is not in the puddle. But they look down on hoes. The best hoes I know don't even sell Virginia ham sandwiches. They sell time. They sell a comfortable place. They're courtesans of comfort for the men, folks, and others. Because folks get tired of that shit at home. They walk in all day and the children in disarray. The house ain't in order and their hoe sitting over there because the bitch sitting over there and she got her face in Facebook because she worried about somebody else's business and the man. Because there's some real men still out here. They just, oh Lord have mercy. They tired and they just, I said, I'll tell the story. He said, please do. Because we sick of this shit, bitch. I said, I ain't no bitch. I'm a hoe. He said, he's just showing up. I said, according to the reports of people who cannot pay their light bills and cannot survive without government assistance, as a hoe, sir. He said, well, shit, hey, go ahead, hoe. I said, I'm going. It was the men folks out here. They marry flimsy ass women. They say the women sit around on their asses all day and don't do fucking nothing. And if the men folks say something to them, then they got to be a problem. Oh, and we're going to talk about another day in time when every single person survey said they don't want a nigga bitch being their boss and they barely want to be co-workers with them. Oh, I know how this shit goes. I can tell my story, his story, her story, and theirs. I could tell she, they story, and he, them, and they, them, and then all of them. I could tell that story. Here come the supervisor. Miss Sunshine, what do you want, old hoe, with your black ass stockings that don't match nothing? Let me hold $20. What the fuck do I need to let you hold anything for, you ridiculous ass bitch? You make more money than I do. Well, that's neither here nor there. Let me hold a dub. Who taught you the word dub, you old whore? That ain't even the word of your generation. What you need a dub for? And in the middle of the day, it ain't even lunch break yet. What you finna do with $20, Miss Supervisor? Let the crack man pull up and serve her in the motherfucking parking lot of the goddamn Department of Human Services and be caught out back behind the skating rink smoking crack in her motherfucking car. That's what. And they still didn't fire that fucking woman. She put in her 30 years and came out with her pension the other year because she celebrated on Facebook. She come out with her pension during the Rona. Can you imagine all those years somebody's crackhead ass black stocking wearing grandmama was in there not processing the cases properly and just doing what the fuck she want to do and nobody stopped her even if you told her that old hoe was still in the building. Somebody, she got seniority, she got tenure. She also has a substance abuse problem center director, and this lady at minimum needs to go to rehab counseling or something, because how many times have y'all caught her out behind her car in the building in her car smoking crack, Mr. Brown? And then you know she's doing something fugazi with these food stamps. Now, come on, y'all gonna just let this lady sit in the building? Who the fuck does she know? Who is she connected to? All right, Miss Sunshine, just mind your business and get your caseload done. My caseload is fucking stacked up as tall as me, and I'm only 5'4", goddammit, because this bitch doesn't do her job. You think I'm supposed to do the job of every bitch in the building, including her and her friends and her nieces and everybody else that she likes, and then they fling the cases off on the rest of us? Hell no, we're not cutting on these computers today until y'all get this bitch out the building. We're going to stage a rebellion. Okay, well, fuck it. We'll work today because the first of the month coming. But I tell you what, Mr. Center Director, Mr. Brown, soon and very soon, you're going to have to figure out something because we, the other women, the other people that work here at this service center, we do not have to take this shit. And I will contact the U.S. Department of Labor, and I will contact the Inspector General, and you'll find out who I'm connected to and how I got this job. Oh, I can call in the motherfucking body I want, bitch. I'm finna go straight to the top. I'm finna call the Inspector General. Inspector General, this is V. Godwin speaking. Mama, they over here with the bullshit. The bitch be smoking crack behind the building, and they said it is that and the other, and blah, 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 and this bullshit. And you told me that if I see something, go tell the supervisor first and make a paper trail before I call you. Well, I done did all of that, Mama, and they still up in this building with the bullshit today. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, then. That was my mama, bitch, and she finna come up here and see about this fucking shit she told me. To say, fuck you, that you can kiss my ass and the ass of the motherfucking Tennessee State Comptroller, goddammit, and the Health and Human Services Ombudsman, that I can get my goddamn picture, my damn sippy cup, and I can carry my ass home, goddammit. So I quit, motherfucker. I've done that on so many occasions, just in one particular place in Peoria. Oh, my mother had a little racket going on with the authorities where mama say, you feel like going somewhere and work for a couple of days? Stay up in the building with some fool-la-la. And we need to find out what's going on up in there because too many folks complaining. And you know them damn fucking folks that work in there ain't got no morals. They so concerned about them little measly ass paychecks instead of doing what's right. They finna pull the strings for you. Get ready. About 2-3 days, go down yon to that unemployment office. They're going to have a posting up yon on the board for you. Anybody else put it posted now, they're going to tell them that the job been filled, but because it's just for you. Get your ass over there and see what the hell they doing up in that building, gal. And I get my ass over there and I see what's going on in that building. And sometimes it would take, immediately in at entrance and straight out of orientation, they would tell you, well, this how it's supposed to be done, but we don't got time for all this shit. You do it like this and you do it like that, and you break office policy and establish procedures according to the SOP manual. Damn, how you gonna train people in orientation to not do what the fuck the policy says? Makes me know, never mind. I'm just here to casually observe, to make my reports, and mother was training me on how to do an investigative report because they always knew, the people always knew that somehow I was gonna be a motherfucker. And then there was niggas. What kind of nigga, Lady Scudderfield? A 27-year-old nigga with no lodges, no transportation, and nothing but fucking nerve. Pretending to be 19 and touching my under yonder until it popped out a misdirected nugget. Oh, and what a nugget it was. The worst nugget. The first, if anything, is a dud if you don't know what you're doing, children. And I advise you. I will tell the story more in depth and in detail on another day. But it is not advisable to have a child by a man who does not quite want to enjoy the company of a woman. He wants a little gumbo every now and again, and he really likes the smoked sausage. He don't like the shrimp and the fish. He likes a good smoked sausage. He likes fried smoked sausages. He likes some grilled. He likes a smoked sausage more than anything. He don't really pony to no other kind of meat, but he have to act like he like a little bit of other kind of meat every now and again. So won't nobody get suspicious that he's an exclusive, near exclusive smoked sausage eater. And he even found some hybrid smoked sausages that come with smoked sausages and chicken breasts and little gizzards and shit. Oh, that good combo box that does these niggas fine, I tell you. Oh, that's what they like. Girl gonna ask the boy, how come the gay man down there and the girls got a booty hole too? Because it ain't the hole, it's the pole, baby. They want a little smoked sausage in the morning with their rice. They do not want that chicken breast. They do not want that salmon croquette. They don't want that fish patty, baby. They want that smoked sausage, that Vienna, that hot dog. Oh, yes, they want that Circle D in their life. Oh, they just be dancing around in a circle at the parties, them old cappers, rubbing the smoke sausages up against each other's buns, baby. Oh, sometimes the little smoke sausage juice just be stanking up in them parties. Oh, the caterer knows everything, and then the party planner. Oh, if you got to sign a non-disclosure, I tell my assistant, I said, gal, if these people ask you to sign a non-disclosure, just tell them that date is booked and you sorry you cannot accommodate them. We're not finna do this shit with these niggas today. Yes, ma'am. I said, matter of fact, anybody that requests services of this company, because I don't touch the chicken no more. I got employees, damn it. I'm a real CEO. I sits on my ass and does shit. Like tell audiobooks on the internet and do my little radio show. Oh, I'm a true rich white woman, and Lord have mercy on me. I thank you. I made it through the storm. just barely. For it is still raining up in District 79 and up in District something or another we don't know, and that's the point. For at the end of my assignment, at the end of the social experiment, when everyone was vacating and making other plans, I had married badly. I made a bad decision with my Virginia ham sandwich. The man was not qualified to get a sandwich. He didn't have nothing, not even the nickel to pay for the noodle. Lord knows he did not deserve my pounds of Virginia ham sandwich, honey baked and spiral swirled and gluten free and chemical hormone free good old ham child. He didn't deserve none. And he didn't deserve no children. He didn't deserve life, and he wouldn't have even been there as for the misguided decisions of a man back in the Vietnam days. Brought his ass home with a pocket full of soldier money and fucked the underage sister-in-law of his brother. And nobody stopped him. Nobody ever stops him. It ain't my business. It ain't my that. But oh, soon as somebody and some shit occurs upon your motherfucking government-sponsored premises, everyone is supposed to stop traffic. Like they did that time. Is Zebo finna pay everybody's light bill in Memphis? Goddamn, how much money Zebo got, goddamn it, because there's 600,000 people in Memphis, Tennessee. And even if we say that all of them don't need their light bill paid, even if then the light change. If Zebo got $1,000,000 in Memphis like gas and water, bitch, the average light bill in Memphis, Port Horia is $1,000 to $1,700 a month. So why was 3-4 thousand y'all out there? Everybody ain't gonna get something. You're gonna run out of funding. But you know what they was running out of? Buildings, running out on their lunch breaks, pretending that they were sick and had emergencies to go stand in the line because they heard Zebo was going to come and save the day and pay everybody's light bill. The boy did feel some sort of way of being thrown in some bullshit and gave some money to the charity that does such things. But that money went faster than motherfucking they say little gals is. It ain't a gal so fast that a grown man ain't caught her or chasing her motherfucking ass. Find out where the girl moving so fast. Who chasing her? What they doing to her when they catch her? You be asking the wrong questions. But the gal be fast. And that old fast gal around y'all with them grown men. Get the grown men's ass together, goddammit, not the gal. The victim never always gets blamed over and nigged no matter what. It's the children's fault. It's the dog's fault. It's this person's fault. There's never any accountability for niggas until it's time to count up some motherfucking bullshit ass, ill-gotten money. And now you can count yourself out of existence. Niggas, the calamity that will ensue upon your communities, and especially those of you who have your Bibles that live in fuck shit motherfucking city limits, aka Main, aka Tenny May, aka Mainville, also known and formerly known as the city of Memphis. Oh, a great hellfire calamity is coming upon you for yesterday. The place that they was getting all their money from with these municipal payday loans, because that's what it amounts to. Cities and companies can get a payday loan. The payday loan king said, bitch, you gonna tell us what the fuck you did with the rest of the money we already sunshine. We ain't sending no more money. Now, between now and July, you on your own, goddammit. If the money comes up short, that mean you done fucked up somewhere. We ain't sending you no more money. You ain't even paid no payment on the money you borrowed last year. Your water needs to be cut off, literally, figuratively. This motherfucking funding and the actual water to the city. Now, Wanda, Mayor McNigger, Mayor McSo-and-so, and your city council people, get your ass somewhere and figure out something. Sell some pussy, pick up some cans, goddammit, have a yard sale. I'm not giving you no more state's money. You can get your goddamn ass off my phone. And in the words of Mayor McNigger the First, you can get the hell out of my office. Tune in tomorrow for your next installment of A Day in the Life of a Butterfly, an audiobook where I tell you about all the calamitous shenanigans ensued while I was out on report for the AP doing the social experiment out in Niggardom when it comes to the war on drugs and poverty. And we will be coming around here this spring with the Cried Loud, Spare Not tour. A traveling memorial, a la the one that's for soldiers in Washington, D.C. of Vietnam. We will have a traveling exhibit of as many names and pictures of the victims of the calamitous shenanigans that have occurred during the last 30 years in Nigginham and all across America. Stay tuned. I'll be coming to the 10 most dangerous cities in America. This city changes often, but some things stay true. It'll be the old Chitlin Circuit if you're familiar. And if you're a young person not familiar with anything, go over on Darius Williams' page here where that bitch ass nigga goes with them fucking dining with Darius chicken eating motherfucking salmonella meetings. I too shall be there, and because two or more gather, the Lord too shall be in the midst. And let's talk to the Lord right quick and get the fuck on out of here. Oh, Father God, it's me again. I ain't gonna hold you long like a lying ass Baptist preacher called a lying ass vacuum cleaner salesman calling himself a preacher. Look here, do what you got to do. Get them some extra. You ain't got to give me much. I'm straight over here for a little while. You know, you keeps me straight anyway because I keeps your word and I keeps your commandment. But see after them. Thank y'all and thank you, Lord, and thank you for coming this morning.